it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! We're inside. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Focus defense.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
Let's go, D.
He's got Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Go, side. 53, check 53. I got it. Check 24, check 24.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm going to come back to you.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From the 40 now on second down. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. On line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, orbit. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34, Mike 34. It's coming this way, Here we go.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey, foxtrot. Here we go. Check back.
Faking the give, Darnold. Holmes has got it complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good. Here we go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180! Come off the ball. Hey, alert! Hey, Alpha! 57's mine. Ready? 57.
On first down, Garoppolo. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Protein spill. White. Hey, check Mike 57. Smooth. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They're hot.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Here we go.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here we go.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
I got this. Clock! Lock the screen!
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll run. It's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 17, Garoppolo looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
Hey, watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Hey, alert, alert, alert. At 58 is a mic. 21, 21. Wild Bill. Hey, wahoo. 58 is Mike. He don't know no better. 58 is a man.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Lady, get it together, defense, let's get it together. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Hey, Echo.
Darnold to throw again. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Darnold now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Lady.
To the air again, Darnold. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Lady,
Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Holmes. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 3rd and 2, Darnold. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Preston Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now a carry for Lindsey. Busts through the tackle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Let's go, D. 55 is mine, guys. 55. I'm coming. Check. 55. Check.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
4th down and less than a yard.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going with Lindsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, Charlie.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That one caught by Gibson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They give to Freeman. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go, D. All day.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. Got a man open. It's Sutton. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Here we go.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Switch. 65, 65. 65, 65.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here's Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll run with Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. McManus firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Here we go. Check tight. Whip. Watch the whip. 21. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
13.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He'll find Lindsey here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Here we go.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, alert!
Now Garoppolo under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. They'll go again with Lindsey. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the screen.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. It's Williams on the catch. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So this one, a